Welcome to Star Snip Gossip. Sydney Sweeney is once again at the center of controversy, and this time it is not a movie role, a red carpet moment, or an interview quote. It is a calculated publicity stunt that has ignited backlash, legal concerns, and widespread outrage across social media and entertainment news. In the early hours of the night, Sydney Sweeney and a small production crew climbed the Hollywood sign, one of the most protected and restricted landmarks in the United States. The Hollywood sign is not a public artboard, not a marketing surface, and not an influencer backdrop. It is a historical monument overseen by the Hollywood Chamber of Commerce, with strict rules against unauthorized access, commercial use, trespassing, and physical interference. Despite this, Sydney Sweeney scaled the sign and draped lingerie bras across the massive white letters. The act was filmed, edited, and released as promotional content for her new lingerie brand. The footage shows clear intent, professional filming equipment, and a coordinated operation, not a spontaneous act. The stunt was done without permission. The Hollywood Chamber of Commerce publicly confirmed that no authorization was granted for the climb, the filming, or the use of the sign for commercial promotion. Officials have stated that the matter is under review, raising the possibility of legal consequences. Potential issues include trespassing, unlawful commercial use of a protected landmark, violation of city regulations, and possible vandalism concerns. Even temporary placement of objects on the sign qualifies as interference under existing rules. The backlash was immediate. Critics accused Sydney Sweeney of exploiting a cultural landmark for personal profit, ignoring preservation laws, and sending a message that celebrity status overrides public rules. Many called the stunt reckless, entitled, and disrespectful, particularly given the number of activists, artists, and organizations who have been denied access to the sign for far less intrusive requests. Others questioned the safety aspect, pointing out that the Hollywood sign area is restricted due to dangerous terrain, previous accidents, and the risk of copycat behavior. The stunt raised concerns about encouraging fans and influencers to attempt similar acts. Sydney Sweeney did not issue an apology. Instead, she proceeded with the launch of her lingerie brand, releasing promotional material tied directly to the stunt. The branding rollout continued despite the growing controversy and legal scrutiny. No statement was made addressing permission, trespassing, or potential violations. Entertainment media outlets quickly amplified the story, framing it as a bold move turned legal nightmare. Legal analysts noted that unauthorized commercial use of the Hollywood sign has historically resulted in fines, cease and desist orders, and legal action, regardless of celebrity status. This is not being treated as a misunderstanding. Authorities have emphasized that ignorance of the rules does not apply, especially when a professional team is involved. The presence of filming equipment and coordinated branding removes any ambiguity about intent. Public reaction remains divided, but the criticism continues to outweigh support. While some praise the stunt as daring marketing, many see it as a clear example of privilege, where fame is used to bypass regulations that apply to everyone else. The controversy has now overshadowed the brand launch itself. Instead of discussing product quality or design, the focus remains on legality, accountability, and whether consequences will follow. As of now, the Hollywood Chamber of Commerce has not ruled out further action. The situation remains under review, and potential penalties are still on the table. This is no longer just a publicity stunt. It is a test of whether celebrity influence can override public law, historical preservation, and accountability, or whether the rules will be enforced equally, regardless of fame. And that is why Sydney Sweeney's Hollywood sign lingerie stunt has become one of the most talked about celebrity scandals of the moment.